So he just said some bullshit. I'm finna treat. No. We keep it. This is about to be a live version of Gwen's Facebook post. So here we are with the fellas, and they're about to give us their pet peeves about women. Okay. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be upfront and be real biased about shit. So I'm gonna let y'all start off with 3 things about women that are pet peeve. And please note, I might chime in. Go ahead, Mr. Anfield. Oh, wait, did I introduce y'all?
No.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
Nah, you just walk
Can you
straight.
go?
Oh, wait.
My friend.
Okay, hold on.
You go. Yeah, you go.
We're going to keep rolling. That's my second drink. But first individual that we have here is Mr. Anfield. He is an educator and also the owner of a nonprofit organization. This young man right here is Mr. TJ. He is also a podcaster who is going to get back on his shit very soon. I'm going to make sure he get on his shit before we leave here tonight. And this is Mr. Joshua. He is a public speaker. And what else do you do?
Educator, author.
And he's also an educator and an author. Okay, 3 educated black men up in the digging their ass. But first...
But before you do that, can I tell what I do?
Sure. Oh, yes. Go ahead, Mr. TJ.
I am a contractor. I am the Michael Jordan of contracting. I'm hella good at this. That's what I've been doing for the last 17 years. And I do have my own business, precision renovations and landscaping.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm going to call you because I need to get that popcorn ceiling off my... Anyways.
We stopped doing popcorn ceilings yesterday.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, now we back on track, okay?
All right.
So we about to get down to the nitty gritty. I want to start with Mr. Anfield. Y'all want to interject? You want to add anything?
Can he go first?
You want to add something?
Nah, I go first. So Mr. Anfield want me to go first.
Okay. Mr. Joshua's going to go first.
Put me on the spot here.
They're about to tell us women their pet peeves. Not that we really want to know or we care. But what are your pet peeves?
Well, to be honest, I really don't have too many pet peeves for women as a whole. You know, just like some individual stuff that women may have done.
And don't say eyelashes.
Eyelashes, man, I ain't studying no eyelashes.
Okay, good.
I would say one of my pet peeves in general, not just with women, but like starting on time. Like even the show tonight was like, man, it was making me antsy because I thought I was gonna start at 8.
Now you ain't even have to do that.
I know I didn't. But you asked my honest opinion.
And it's 9:23.
We rolling.
So like if the date's supposed to be at 7, don't wait to 7 to get ready.
It was unforeseen circumstances.
That's what it is.
She's seen him.
She's seen him before. She's seen him coming, right? But other than that, man, it's just little stuff here and there. But that's my number one pet peeve. Just like be on time and be ready, man. But other than that, y'all ladies doing it. So.
Well, thank you. Okay. We ain't gonna roast him. Next.
All right, I'm going to start out by saying, first of all, I love women. I love black women, first and foremost. Nobody's perfect. We not looking for perfection. We looking for healthy.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but my pet peeves, y'all don't listen. Everybody want to be independent women, but want traditional benefits and traditional men. And y'all want to talk about everybody's mama. Like, what's up with that? You know?
Okay, I'm gonna talk about your mama a little bit, but here, let me ask you a question. What is your definition of being independent?
Not needing anybody. That's what the tradition. I mean, that's what women say. I'm a independent woman. I'm an independent black woman. You know, she don't need, she don't need a man for that.
Let me just say this, 'cause I'm gonna be biased because this is my show and I'm finna ride for the women. Okay. When we say we are independent, that means we are fully functioning adults. Why are y'all upset at that?
Because that's not what you mean by that.
That
means
what
that
we
you don't-
mean then?
that you don't need a man.
Put words in our mouth.
That you don't need a man.
In essence, if I'm paying all my bills, if I'm paying my mortgage, if I'm paying my insurance, in essence, I really don't necessarily need you for monetary gain. But I need.
Never did I say money. Never did I say money.
But hold on. But I do need you for,
Say
hugs.
that then.
Hold on.
Say that then.
Hold on.
Just
Hugs.
leave it out there.
And kisses and emotional and affection and protection and
Why y'all never mention that?
and come on and pay the mortgage then. Come on and pay the mortgage.
Why I need to pay your mortgage when I got my own to pay?
And okay, now do y'all see the bias? Now you just complained about us being independent women.
No.
So you don't want us to
If
be
you-
independent, but
if-
why are you upset about us paying the mortgage?
I don't care about you paying your own.
I mean, what? Why are you? If I
Why-
ask you to pay my mortgage,
Because
why does that
if
offend
you're not my woman, you're not my lady, I ain't got no business paying your mortgage. If we just dating, I'm not paying your mortgage.
But-
I pay the mortgage for my wife.
But if a woman is independent, she's going to have a mortgage. Why does that bother you?
I don't care about her having a mortgage. Congratulations on that mortgage. This your show? Come on.
But that's a independent woman, a woman who pays her mortgage.
Okay, cool. But what they got to do with me? If you're not my
But
lady?
why are you mad at that?
We're not mad at that.
Okay, you just said you was mad at independent women. Did he say that? Oh, okay.
I'm mad at independent women that say they don't need a man.
I don't think nobody really ever said. Let me tell you something.
That's what they
One
say.
thing. Hold on. In a general sense, to survive, we don't necessarily need you
What's
to.
understood don't
Hold
need to
on.
be said.
I'm just going to say this. Let me clarify this for all of the hotep tarts out here.
All right.
Okay.
Let go.
If I am an independent woman, that means I pay my bills by myself. I live by myself. When we say we want or need a man, we need you for emotional and physical and financial support if you are our man, right? So I don't understand the entire reservoir behind men not liking independent women. And I go back to what I said before. Black people, in a general sense, own less than 1% of the wealth. Why wouldn't you want a woman that is independent, that knows how to pay her bills, pays her bills on time, has good, impeccable credit, and you get with her and y'all just do the thing and you take over since you don't want her to be independent?
No, I don't have a problem with her being independent.
That's
I have
what I'm
I have a problem with her being independent and not needing a man. There's a difference. That's a different narrative.
Child, what's your third pet peeve? Because I'm going to give y'all hell.
I gave what I say, the independent thing. I said y'all don't listen, and I said the mama thing.
Oh, I will talk about your mama if you say something crazy about me.
Yeah. But
All right.
Or the other go-to is like, the nigga got a little dick. You know, this. Hey, that didn't stop you from smashing for 8 years.
Well, little dick energy is on the rise, but
Hey.
you know.
But like that's the classic go-to. So like, what y'all got after that? Because we know that's coming. We already know the little dick joke coming. But what you got after that?
But them little dick jokes be funny though. But I'm
We
stop.
don't heard them all. Shit, I'm 44. I don't heard them all.
I'm gonna do it.
Give me a fresh new one off the top of your head. Hurry up.
Okay. You piss on your balls.
That's old.
That ain't
Heard
old.
So
Yeah,
That's old.
that's all.
Oh,
Your shit retractable.
Huh? Oh, okay.
Y'all ain't never seen them retracted dick? It's like the kind that go inside.
I don't be.
I done watched enough dicks and enough balls in the nursing field to know when you get to a certain age, some of these little dick men, they shit go inside. Let me show y'all a picture
Nah,
of a
we good.
retracted. Oh, okay.
We good.
And then I don't have that problem, so I couldn't relate.
Ooh, he said, "Oh, big dick energy." Okay.
Let's talk about that. I know
Big
it's
dick energy?
No, we're gonna talk about like women like big dick energy. What about big womb energy?
Big.
Notice I didn't say pussy. I said womb.
I got big womb energy.
That's a healed woman. That's a reformed woman. That's a independent sister that we don't mind having on our team that you were speaking about earlier. But
Okay.
y'all don't never speak on that big womb energy.
We'll talk about that. Let me get Mr. Cedric's his 3 pet peeves. Go ahead. Now, Mr. Cedric is married as hell, and his
As
wife
hell.
is spoiled as fuck. So I'm listening
hell.
to this right here.
Look, my wife's super spoiled, and I like it that way. Cause I know she gonna stay where she at.
Okay. That's big dick energy.
So that's number one. Mine is generalization, man. I'm part of the 1.3%. In the state of Georgia, there's 1.3% black male educators. So
Congratulations.
all day you hear these conversations. And one of my biggest pet peeves is just generalizations. We teach kids that everybody's different, but all you hear all day is, y'all, these men, you know, how y'all men is. No, I don't. Tell me.
Say that.
Yeah.
I'm married. What about you?
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm good for a generalization. I'm a generalize.
I hear all day, every day. You know how y'all is.
You're being accountable.
So
Shut your ass up.
Accountability. That's another one.
Right.
Shut your ass
That's what I'm
up. We
talking
ain't finna
about.
talk about accountability. Okay, we'll talk about accountability in a second. Let Cedric finish.
I think that's 3 and 1 because but I'm gonna go. I wanted to chime in on that independent. I think we're making synonymous independent with being difficult. right?
It is hard.
You know,
but nobody
no,
really wants to do it.
You can be an independent person and not be a difficult person,
Okay.
right? Like you can be independent and be in a sustainable relationship. You can be
course.
independent and still have emotion. You can be independent and still
man.
be able to cohabitate,
Correct.
right? So, you hear these generalizations like I'm independent. So that's why men can't stand me. Like,
Oh, I don't like that. Now I don't like that.
So
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like women who say men are intimidated by me because of my age. I honestly don't like that because I just think that sounds stupid.
So the pet peeve is like, no, you're not independent. You're difficult. You're unbearable, and you're trying to make it a synonym, but it's not. You're not. Yeah, you might be independent, but you're also difficult. You're unbearable, and nobody wants to be with you, a man or a woman.
Damn.
That's why you by yourself.
And that's for men and women.
Maybe your kids too, if you got some. Cause you got some
grandkids.
You got some that got kids, and kids live with grandmama, uncle,
Damn.
and everybody else, cause you independent as hell.
Well, if your kids live with your grandmama, them, I don't think you independent. I think you trifling.
No, but the claim is I'm independent. That's what you hear. I'm an independent.
Facade.
But I'm just saying. So that's my pet. My other one is man. The emotion thing, right? Right, look. You gotta think it kind of ties into this independent thing. Like, man, I'm sure, like, hey, like, I ain't that friendly. Like, no, you hurt.
Yeah.
You hurt. That's what it is.
No, let me tell you,
You know?
something. Okay, let
It's
me
like,
tell you.
okay, you can be what you be, but name it and label it right.
Let me say this. As a woman, you cannot be friendly with everybody.
You can't.
Because
I
people
agree
will
with
take
that.
your niceness for flirting. And then the next thing you know, they're thinking that you like them and now they're trying to get you to know. I've been there on several thousands of
You don't think that people think that men who are nice are the
Right.
same?
I don't
Right.
disagree.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. But I must say, as a woman, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not really nice, like superly nice to people that I do not know because I don't want you to think that I'm flirting with you. I keep it at a yes, a no, and a bye-bye, especially when I'm in a relationship because I don't want my man to think that I'm messing with you or, I don't want to give you the green light on anything. So if I'm flirting with you or if I like you, I'm hella intentional. I'm going to say, listen, I want to see what that mouth do. Other than that, I'm going to just keep it right here on a level playing field, a buck. I'm not going to string you along at any point in time. I'm going to be very professional with you at any given time. So if I'm giving you the time of day, be grateful. Because too many people don't give it to you. Yeah, and then, so a lot of people talk about women being feminine. Okay, I'm a little masculine. I don't care.
So what part of the show is this, Gwen, though? I thought you had the men up here to say what we talking about. Now,
sorry.
you can't take it over.
Hold on, let me. I'm finna let y'all say what y'all want to say.
That's one of the pet peeves right there. Women will ask men questions, proceed to have us talk a little bit, and then you interject with your thoughts.
Okay, let me finish.
So are you listening to what we're saying? Or
I'm
you ready to
listening.
talk?
I'm listening, but let me
listening.
say, damn, you made me forget my train of thought.
Because you're not listening. You ready to talk. You're not ready to listen.
But I gotta say-
I thought it was the men's segment.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Okay. So tell me.
This is an everyday struggle for men right here.
Well, it's a struggle for me too. I don't listen.
We want
I'm
to be
being
heard.
honest.
We want to be honest.
We want to be heard.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all talk.
That's the
Then.
next question then.
The next question is, what part of your life has created some bias towards women? Give me a primary example of a situation in your life that may have created a bias that you have with women. Because those ladies, they were not hesitant about theirs.
All right, so I can honestly say, like, I have a type. I like curvy women. I like thick women. I know I have a type, and
Amen.
I know that my choices in women, when I go for looks or body type, I know certain women come with certain characteristics, or certain women, when they look a certain way, they don't know how to say, okay, I know I look good, but I ain't got to flirt with everybody. That comes back to me.
Okay.
I don't have to choose that type of woman. And I know that's usually the type of woman I go after. And with that type of woman, a certain amount of attention comes. So when she cheats or she does something outside of character or what outside we deem as the correct thing to do, then it creates a problem between her and I. But the fact that I've done it more than once, that's my fault. That's me choosing to do that and get in relationships or interact with that type of woman. When I can say, okay, let me go for the chick that's really digging me and feeling me, and she may not look that way.
Oh God. No, that's not the way to go. Let me tell you something. The worst thing you can do is be with somebody who you are not fully attracted to. I remember I read an article one time. I'm sorry, I know you said I shouldn't.
No, do you think?
But I read an article one time where there was, or maybe it was a Facebook post. Anywho, the husband overheard the wife say, "He's not that attractive, but I love him. He's a good man." Imagine what that would do to your ego. Imagine that what that would do to her ego. I think whomever you are with, you should absolutely be attracted to them, because I would cuss the smoke off your ass if you said, "Well, I'm with you because you nice and you good. You a good woman, but you ain't that cute." Bitch, where?
Nobody gonna say this is verbatim. Say that to their mate.
I mean, somebody
Not same-minded.
he
Adult
overheard her saying it to her friend,
Right.
and that's how, you know. And so I think the relationship was messed up from there. But
And
I
that's
think
But if
You
that's
do.
all it took to mess the relationship
She
up, was
messed
it really
up.
strong?
huh?
If that's all it took to mess the relationship up, was it really strong?
Not necessarily, but imagine what it does to you
It make
as
you
a
feel-
human being. You
make you
know,
feel bad, but-
I don't think that I would want to be with somebody who doesn't find me like when I'm with a man. I want to be like, every time I look at you, I want to tear your shit off.
Because that's women.
I want to ride
Women are emotional.
to the. No, but men should be that way as well. When my man looks at me, I want him to be like, drop them drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Luther Vandross, take it off.
You don't wanna.
Teddy.
You don't want nobody looking like, you know, what's the white lady name from In Living Color that Jim Carrey used to play?
Yeah,
This is the picture right here.
I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of who you hear.
You don't want nobody looking like Shanae or, you know what I mean? Somebody you're not attracted to. Like,
No, I'm not gonna.
As long as you're attracted to that person, because you know,
Yeah.
everybody has their own cup of tea. You know,
I want every
so-
time you look at me, your meat get hard.
Okay, but
Every
let's-
time. And I know
ideally that's
beauty
what
stays.
everybody wants.
Yeah.
Ideally, everybody wants that their mate to be super attractive and everything.
Right. But
But-
that's not everything.
But I mean, like, if I see you in the grocery store, I don't know what your personality is like.
Correct.
So I can only go off your physical,
Correct.
and I hope your your personality matches the physical, and is just attractive.
Right.
Usually doesn't go that way.
I get it. But I would hope that you all are with women who you find attractive.
Yeah.
So let me ask you. So with all of the things that you guys dislike about women and blah, 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 besides simps, I know that simps are really one of the things that have empowered women. And if you don't know the definition of a simp, this is a simp. Okay? What are some things that you think have created these negatives? Huh?
What?
Simp. You've never heard of a simp?
What was that about?
Oh, this is the definition. Editing. It's okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you were pointing. It looked like you were pointing.
I'm like, shots fired.
I was like, man, because it
Feels
looked like
like
He
you heard
is getting me together, ain't he?
Hey, hold on, like, excuse me.
We gonna cut that out.
Why you know?
Keep that in.
We might.
So I'm like, who you calling?
No fight word.
So this is now, in my opinion,
Like,
in my most humble opinion, I believe a simp is a man who does nice things for a woman. But you know, y'all, what's y'all definition?
well, I want to tie into
Nice things for your woman, though.
yeah,
Okay, but what's a simp? What is the definition?
but we talk about traditions, right? Everybody, like they were saying, they want the traditional man with being this new age woman, but some of the biases that helped me create, you know, the space that I'm in now is that I was intentional about being with the same woman and creating this family. That's 10 years before you meet her. you know, and that's also the person putting it into you, who you're around when you're coming up, and your intentionality. That starts 10, 15 years before it happens, right? So, you know, a lot of times we have this conversation with what's that guy, the quarterback's name? You know, we had
Russell Wilson.
You know,
I love him.
So I'm like, look, okay, he accepts her for flaws or whatever,
No.
right? But my thing is, I have my kids with my wife. This is we've been together with 10 years. Boom.
Yeah.
Right? Call me yourself if you want to, but I'm not going home to you at night. So I don't care what you say.
I know that's right. Come on. That's what I like to hear right there. Let me ask you, does your wife work?
Yes.
Okay, come on. You got your educated woman.
My wife has a
Relationship
master's
goals.
degree.
She got a master's degree?
She had started a second one. I'm finishing my doctor's next week.
Come on.
Sir.
You know,
Come on.
graduation May 6th.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Come on, applause.
So a lot of this stuff takes intentionality, it takes planning. It don't just happen overnight. So attraction is there. You know, of course, I saw my wife. I was like, dang.
Come over here and get this deep.
You know, what little Wayne said, like a short, thick, red mom.
Yeah.
Look, I was like, that's what I wanted.
Yes.
So, but you know, I met a lot of those that only married one. You know,
Right.
so getting back getting back to the question, like, what was the biases? Like, you seen these patterns that really, you saw the brokenness in some of the females in your family. You saw the recurring pattern of having kids, raising them having kids by themselves, raising them, and it's like, and you always hear, you know, you growing up, and it's y'all thinking this. I just get tired of hearing that.
Yeah, you don't want to hear
know?
bullshit all the time.
So like just like you have a family, you might have an alcoholic dad. You have one brother that becomes an alcoholic, one doesn't. It was either you become that man that everybody despises, or you go against the grain and do everything you can to become that man that they can't talk about because they never met, they never seen it. So that's how that bias affected me, because I'm like, I don't want you to talk about me like that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want my name to be in the same category as a deadbeat dad. I don't want my name to be as a no good nigga. And so it was that bias. Like, yeah, I know you might want me, but I gotta go get this homework in.
I know that's
The one
right.
that I'm looking for is gonna want the man who finished.
Okay.
Who did it? You know, we went to the same place at
But
the same
don't
time.
come back down.
Hell,
to
Wildcats,
university.
and you know how it was out there. So you talking about at some point 17-1 on campus, 20.
Oh yeah.
20, like, you know. So it wasn't hard to have an accident. But you know, I was just saying, oops, like, oops, like, dang, you what? Like, you know, you see, I see a lot of them come up and drop out.
I understand.
You know, well, this one had a baby, or this
Well,
situation.
I'm glad that, you know, you and your wife are doing well, and both of you are educated Black men and women, and y'all are creating generational wealth. That's the most important thing.
Right.
But I want to go over to TJ.
TJ.
The fuck you say? The fuck you say about accountability?
I said a lot of people don't know how to be accountable.
Oh, okay. As long as you said people. How do you feel like your genders have played into the bad roles of women besides simps?
Okay, so let me ask you. You saying, how do I feel that men have contributed to the bad roles of women?
Yes. So you all have had pet peeves when it comes to women. There are men, of course, who have attributed to why women are the way they are in y'all eyes, right?
Yeah.
What are some of those things?
Okay. I would say one of the things that, I can't speak for all men, but one of the things that I've been guilty of is kind of like excusing the behavior or rolling with it. Like, let's say if my pet peeve is a lady who's late. Maybe I should have been like, damn, well, the date not going to go on if you continue to be late like this, because it's throwing me off what I had planned. I can't be my optimal self from what I had planned, because now you're late and we're in a rush. And when people in a rush, it throws the rhythm and everything off. So what I could possibly done to end that behavior is say, okay, I'm not going to accept the dates with you if you're not ready at a reasonable time.
Okay, yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie, that'd be me.
Because that throw the rhythm off, man. Like when a man is intentional about you and he has something planned for you, in his mind, he already has it set. Okay, we're going to meet at 7, we're going to do dinner, we're going to do this. And then let's say dinner get thrown off to 8, then what you had planned after that, it may not be able to happen. Then it just throw everything off.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm very guilty of that.
Yeah.
I'm guilty because you got 4 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was thinking along a different line. Like you said, how have my behaviors?
Yes, or behaviors of men in general.
Or okay, men are known for cheating, and men usually are the more. If it's a toxic relationship, men are usually the toxic party. Usually, not all the time. As far as being abusive, things like that, also that's usually a male trait. As far as physical abuse, women physically abuse, but
I think
You
it's
get what I'm saying?
underreported too.
it's unreported.
Oh, definitely.
Ladies, we be putting our hands on people. I ain't gonna lie, I done fought a nigga a time or two.
Hey, I got a cousin that'll swear you up though. Hey, ever get wrong? Okay, but see, hey, okay, so that's something that men do, and then like and cheating. Okay, so women have taken on this role like men do it. I'm gonna do it too. So, but that creates an even more toxic situation and even more toxic environment. Instead of fixing the problem, you're now adding to the problem.
Well, fixing the problem would be for him not to cheat.
That would be the fix. But unfortunately, that wasn't the question.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's I can see that how women, I would rather her leave and then continue in toxic situations, and now you're showing your kids that. Now, especially daughters, now, if you got a teenage daughter and you out here displaying certain behaviors, a lot of people feel like their kids don't see those behaviors or oblivious to them, but kids are very smart.
Oh,
they
they're
pick
very
up
smart.
on a lot of things.
Everything.
And they pick up on it very early. So that's like how a lot of people say, I stay in a relationship because of the kids. But the kids see mom and dad not ever kissing, not
Right.
ever holding hands, not ever touching,
Never.
always arguing. Kids see that. We try to dismiss it as if kids don't see it, but they
They're
see
smarter
it.
than what you think. Like,
Right.
kids were born with computers in their brains. Okay. What about you, Mr. Anfield?
Man, well, it's twofold because here it goes. From the beginning, when you have like a boy who's raising crying like a girl, or crying like a baby, or being told to internalize your emotions, you grow up and you're doing the same thing. You're internalizing your emotions, so you're not communicating. Oh, that hurts my feelings, man. That really bothers me.
Yeah.
That hit me a lot deeper than I'm displaying. So, you start to accept a lot of behaviors. And intensifies, then it multiplies, and then it gets out of hand to the point you can't take it anymore. It causes implosion,
Right.
Yeah.
right? And I say implosion, not explosion, because you're blowing up from the inside. You know what I'm saying? That's a difference. Like, you got these heart, you got all this stuff affects your organs. You're a nurse.
Yeah. Of course.
So it's like I just start getting sick. I'm blowing up. It's hurting me and you. Cause you angry at me, I'm sad at you, and we both sick. We just getting sicker. So by me not being able to be in this place too, like, you know what? I don't like that. Like.
Yeah, stress definitely causes physiological shit that's going on. I mean, one of them is erectile dysfunction, vaginal dryness, lack of libido. Basically, you don't want to have sex. Your vaginal canal doesn't get wet. Your dingling don't get hard. Stress could definitely cause all of that. So
Let me chime in real quick.
what? Go
Just
ahead,
for the record, I don't have that problem. Just for the record,
child. We're gonna cut that out. Anyways, we're gonna call the women back here. I want to thank y'all for y'all input. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No.
Okay, we're gonna call the women back in because we're gonna talk about solutions. Let's get some solutions on the board because I know we tired of arguing. I'm tired of arguing with y'all black asses
you
too.
don't get tired.
I don't. So we're gonna have some solutions. So we're gonna call the ladies back in and we're gonna have a little powwow so we can figure out how we can get rid of these gender wars and what we need to actively do. Now I have already taken accountability and said I am not gonna roast Kevin Samuels no more. It's not that I'm not gonna talk about him per se, but I'm not gonna roast him anymore.
Can that man rest in peace?
No. No. So we're gonna call the ladies back in and we'll see you guys in 2 minutes. Now, I know we talked about the things that we hate about the other gender excuse me, I had a little too much to drink. I know that we talked about that. We talked about things that we hated, but here we are with solutions. We're very solutionary individuals. Is solutionary a word? It don't matter.
It can be.
I made it up. And so we're going to go down the line and just see who has solutions about things that we can do, because honestly, the gender wars are really killing our community. And I think once we figure out how powerful we are as a community, we can thrive. Okay. All right. Miss Esther, go ahead.
I think a solution would be if men just kind of started walking a little bit in women's shoes to see where women are coming from, and then vice versa, women kind of walk in their shoes as much as we can to get an idea what where they're coming from. Because I know from experience one time where I lost a bet to a guy, and the guy the bet was that whoever lost would take the person to dinner. And so I ended up taking him to dinner, and we went to Houston's at the time. And I mean, that bill just for him was like $80-something.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, like imagine like if a dude takes a chick on a date like 5 days out the week, and you coming off $80 a pop.
It's $400 a week.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like,
$1,600 a month. You need to relax. You better start asking better questions before you take bitches out on dates, okay?
And so that made me, kind of say, you know what? I'm like, it can get expensive, you know what I'm saying? And that I do have a benefit, to being a woman.
True.
So that just kind of made me look at it like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm mindful not to, just go out on dates like guys like to say just to eat, because I'm going to eat anyways. Yeah.
That's true. Okay, what about you, TJ? What's your solution?
I kind of have two. First one, simple. Be the change you want to see.
That's true.
Just be the change you want to see. Second is a little bit more in depth. We got to control the narrative on a lot of other things in the black community. Rap music, for one.
Yes.
We gotta change the narrative. We gotta start monitoring it and making better decisions. What we put on the radio for our kids and black people in general to listen to and hear. Same thing, just change that narrative, being more positive, saying, hey, we gotta stop the music calling our black women bitches. We gotta stop the music calling, our black men, or promoting black men in a certain light and glorifying it.
I love that. Okay, Miss Katidra, what you got?
I piggyback off both of what these two just said, but definitely understanding that we are different, right? So less judgment, more empathy, more love, less hate.
I love that. All right, girl. Yes, short and sweet. Okay, what about you, Bishop?
Well,
Bishop.
how much time we got left?
We got 2 minutes, okay?
No, as being the educator that I am, I'm a big advocate for SEL, that's social emotional learning. And you have a lot of adults who don't have that. You have to have this learning experience of your emotions, right? There's a lot of learning that need to be done to have that understanding. You're not going to be able to have these relationships that you want to have and do the things that you want to do unless you learn about the other person. Why am I this way and why are you like that? How does this affect you? So just therapy, mental health.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people can't have sustainable relationships because their mental health is bad. They don't know it, right? So that's the biggest thing. Mental health, which ties into social emotional learning, is like, okay, I can't be with you until I'm right. And I can't get, if I don't know that I'm not right, how I'm going to get right. So
Right.
And that goes into the learning part. What is a healthy relationship?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna take it over the edge. First of all, I think the solution is there's a lid for every pot. I think individuals should take advice from individuals who are married. What's the people named Kadeem and y'all know who I'm talking about?
They just wrote a book.
Yeah, this them right here. Beautiful couple. And no, they're not a perfect couple, but they're a beautiful couple. They talk about their marriage woes, X, Y, and Z. Stop taking advice from 2-time divorced, estranged parents, okay?
Steve Harvey.
Him too.
Okay.
Okay, think like a lady, act like a man. I think you should take advice from individuals who have been married, who have withstood the test of time, and just do things that align with whatever you are aligned with. If you are an individual who doesn't want a woman who works, find a woman who doesn't want to work. If you are an individual who wants a woman who works, find a woman who works. But my suggestion is for Black individuals is find someone who is financially stable, because in our community, building wealth is the most imperative thing. Where there's wealth, there is health. And a lot of times when we talk as Black people, when we talk about racism and things like that, the reason why we don't get the justices that we are deserved is because we ain't got the money to back it. Okay? And we talk about individuals who are in jail. The reason why a lot of these kids are in jail because single mom homes don't have the finances to back it, to get the lawyers that the sons need in order to get out of jail. You know? So I feel like as a community, stop listening to these podcasts who have had failed relationships. Some of them may have good intentions, but a lot of them don't really know. Like there's a podcast, I can't remember the name of it. These the people, I can't remember the name of it. Shit, these are the people right here. I'm gonna be honest with you. Buddy ain't got no teeth on the left side. So if he don't have the same energy for his dentist, he can't have the same energy for his wife. So don't listen to him, okay? Listen to yourself. Listen to married couples, okay? It has been real. I love us as a community. I do hope that once we start getting married and loving each other, that we would build wealth. Oh, shit. We forgot to talk about the passport bros. I just want to say one thing about the passport bros. There are almost 200 million women in the United States. If you can't find one to listen to you, you're probably a loser. Have a good night. Thank you for tuning in to Prosteshetia Please.
I try not to generalize.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm ready.
But a lot of people lack accountability.
I agree with that. Give me an example.
Not wanting to be wrong. Not being able to say, hey, I should have handled it this way versus that way. Not saying, hey, I was wrong and I should have got all my facts straight first before I said what I said or did what I did.
I agree with people don't like to be wrong. I hate being wrong. It is a huge deal for me. I just hate being wrong. Be honest with you. I like to be right all the time, and I'm gonna keep talking until.
Yeah, that's a lot of women.
Oh no, honey.
I put.
It's a lot of men too. Okay, it's a lot of men.
A lot of women
just say it's a people thing. It's definitely a people thing. So you're not about to throw women under the bus. I ain't gonna let you do that. But anyways, I'm gonna let this be a male thing. Go ahead though.
So, but yeah, a lot of women don't like to say, yeah, babe, I was wrong in this situation, or I could have handled that better. They just go off or do whatever they do or say whatever they say, and then when it's found out that they were wrong, or it's never an apology, it's like a justification.
What you want to eat?
It's you want some of this coochie or not?
It's not an apology. It's like
Should
you
I
want
go to
something to
sleep
eat.
naked or not?
Man, I still want you to say apologize.
I'm not saying that's what I do, but I'm just saying I know that's the thing. So you gonna eat it from the back or what? Yeah, I get it. Okay, I'll give you that.
I'm still be mad. I'm gonna eat it, but I'm still be mad.
I know that's right. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on, get
it is what it is.
So give me some examples of things that you may have. Oh God, I done drunk too much. Give me some. Just hold on a second, cause I can't even think of my. Hold on, I done drunk too much.